Kamal misulang sado malungil kapsingay mora kamil adarbela rokui mitrigal oreng sa eral kapsingay maldiswa kalomu aldingwa asusal mora ibadul maraklay mabilung maebi raklay marubukul mamasil orior marubukul belaw mamasil ablur belaw vera kalsusal mora president ma vice president ma cabinet minister siringi president a senate ma senate senators ra ka-Congress, madiri kal Speaker ra House, delegates, madiri kal Chief Justice, at maltukubet sa susuli ko kami adar bela rokuy. Kamal masulang sa ato, kumle invite na kalmutan sa beed el may kora amitulor ka alkapsingi kora di imo o ay sa igelingi o makataklay igelingi igel bleda discuss open ra walila first press conference ra ila albes rak edire kalmal suwa kaloreng ra malungi la Happy New Year ang madira ka first week of January madira ka sabi alwasi Happy New Year ang malungi la Happy Year of Innovative Learning and Excellence el mergida adre belar tegidro pesrak ngway sa do inga ka atulut kal ambassador Palau lumti erigida United Nations United Nations basically headquartered New York City Abraham Miguel nga ko umti erigida lumti ersegid imol senkyo Ablur Palau al tuloy ertigel 193 blabul adia Palau one rigel senkyo nga UN UN cellular UN basically gaber rigel rogwil talang tangila blue whether in tukora peace and security, tukora human rights, tukora health, ang environment, ang economy, adirek ligaro will agencies sa UN basically headquartering at of the UN so mga kawalom ti ergi del nga mission al make sure wase gegidil roguluriol under UN linya do lang suringil merbelaw ngaringi ti ergi del nga say of course say del 2015 ya Abril Adarogi, regular 193 nations. Amlot magawa sa ingire del rethink the way Abril Adaurior mang tamlo adapt niya igel 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Of course, SDG 1, food and poverty. Dire kal nganite del walastir SDG 3, sa year of good health. Dire kal ngania because a leading year of learning, may excellence. And dire kal ngania SDG 5, lo cover education. Ngania SDG 7, energy. Ngania SDG 13, climate change. SDG 14, oceans. And back with all 17 goals basically revolve around kanamarang iruli livelihood adra balwad mar adra balulad mawngil merkong ngaringia rule of law the following which is the international rule of law selingia UN obang make sure wase ay garogul luud matetre balulad within cell within the norm create peace and security and then at the end ringia basically cell 17th SDG goal mal important lekadong marangal wase garogul blue whether big or small continue develop especially for the small developing countries alwaygit OSPEA partnerships. So even though you're independent nations there, it's a space where you foster partnerships and implement yero wilnya on tari regal blura blul adal ngarse. Sige kita well gora aday tayong gora overview ra rerek and then of course a schedule ra UN it's a daily it's a pretty much el gimowrer up until December 24 last there senkyo so it's a challenging job and ding akmal veteran ko bela mal proud dong ok laging lel bela wal ensure lo si ay gel nges wal si edel mai adangai lengira develop and we need partners and we need to do it together aktir kolom ti ergi dara FAO ambassador Rigidel Mura Food and Agriculture Organization headquartering based Rome, Italy. FAO basically ngaligel la UN الجوك فوكس را food ما agriculture marwa aquaculture ما for example ay gigi the luguk koraurior ra under Ministry Environment ay gigi muriol together niya akuk motru FAO trial wa eradicate for example say the food and hunger and poverty akuk FAO while tulut kalwa sa ingil implement ra SDG 1 ya tokora wakal may gagidel tokora agriculture awat tuwa badra Rome ra Ersel organization ra ngara Italy direct of course akli mention na si nga direct ambassador of climate change mang of course mla Paris agreement tablet adapt ringira 2015 ya bela mal mga ambitious goal ringil no signatory ra Paris Agreement الواسي قد مقرن transition ra economy away from fossil fuels to more alternative sources of energy or renewables madiri tora adaptation to adapt to and become more resilient ra natural disasters maigal watora El Nino avire kal kumti erigi de ngara climate change el tralo mesel wasi ngara nges wa dire si edel mai madiri kal ngara si edel ligid el other bela wa dire kal losisable mura climate change el tral help el curb el issue ra global warming ma impact the climate change. Adire el one ra rega adire el because seldangara blur bela we sadoya adi ifna anding arinya UN tel UN missionary gita di imol officer blur bela wal multilateral madi imol officer nga kay kabera 193 belu elagi dangarinya embassy gida ngara Siabal الجوك الأمباسادور ماتشوتارو سوى البايلاترال ما هيرسي غرا أمباسادور كيوتا غرا واشنطن دي سي السيل بايلاترال الجوك ترونغليت كده مامريال أمباسادور الغريلا غرا تايوان السيل جوك ترونغليت كده ما تايوان أمباسادور تشرالدين تودون غوك غرا European Union deal with the European member states ما direct ngani obviously kita huriping ngani share zering il gaver sel bilateral kita ma huriping مغذى مال إيمال بلو القوات اللي مجريها foreign mission سرقيت and then يا أوبي سرنا أقابل 193 ما دير قلول من هذا الأمو وسي سرابوق أمباسادور مكيوبا را تومانس أو عملنا نياجل من هذا سي أمباسادور ملاها كمبول مكيوبا ما قاسي عندي أقبل مكيوبا عندي نغارين يارن لكيد الغرق كيوبا mangarinya ngalagay dal ngara Cuba ma ya Cuba ma New York ako telkmeda di less than 3 hours kada raskogi kada ngara Cuba mang era ngalagay dal Cuba albornya karyol kura ma bol modu malubang ngaya bolospe ing malmering artiral ngarsel trial communicate merbelaw manggilel mo andera obis nga kadi imol obis el malk meder tir mang koram noringi selul dasra president alwasi halaktat kawal mo non-resident ambassador al Cuba man se emel take care tir gangal gatamal abul masaygi ding noringa aurior al makatmok al Cuba ya president al Cuba mlego ngira ngal mo accredited al murablo Cuba mang saygi da imol lugungek direct al Portugal direct al imol daso say Portugal one regal blue linya siral historically ya Portuguese am nerbelaw ya elang ya 2020 yung sel 5 centennial while 500th anniversary ra blue Portugal ya Portugal ang mamlewa say ok mangaring ya siul accredit el mergamam ling malso mamal smisi isel dalwil gimom dasula sing historically gamiwa adrebela ngaring ya Portuguese center gamiw mang masaygi dulul mo or saygi dulul das madiri kal bebira ko ram muktaranges masaygi ta kuk notrut kal mo ambassador non-resident ambassador mo Portugal may gigi da while formally ang mo official title saranga kal 5 al 5 of course even though ngaring el 5 because ay akti imol obis ngara New York al multilateral in direct easily al sugumang moringa bilateral issues malubing in gora opportunities in malbiotar nga di reach out el mora aigal blue lekos 193 countries in one setting mang segi da gora ideal wase min sabi kal kadong song sara obvious ang song sara at ding sabi kal trial minimize our resources e mergong e mergo trial lo lingita ngeswa el make user segi del space el dangara New York masigi desado ya kora di hopefully le brief overview ra segi del urere kal pangaringit el angalom tergi ra New York.
El ambassador gogora ulwai suret mula sengaringi sel 17th Sustainable Development Goals amal global goal guk meski dabes el concept ra aqua partnerships sabemos que atel gibi magatakli seguidel el concept mu seguidel 17 del Sustainable Development Goals UN.
Sera before 2015 esado aigal 193 bilu amodong okle decide aigal goals ma kid magdadira kam ringo onti del wase sel do measurable ade gimom dasel wase from a small island perspective aiga gida hotel important bilu mam tokra health tokra so arbek bilu adam not magi odar aigalon trir and then esera the gim negotiate mul mara 16th in Tiamran loklo ay nano batuka goals everybody shall does your goals and you have aspirational goals global goals and this ay gida negotiate el entral narrow down ay rule on 3 193 rule ma 16 in ay ma find out as the 193 parties na UN amlo mtigal wasay you can have goals and then how do you achieve aigal goals ese gidi mla qadam natmage wasay البلو الآذي واسي دياق قد أقريل واسي قاقيد 16 يلنيا وطل important راب الروليا يا بلو ما بلو الآذ and then دياق السبئ لها success without partnership لذونا ميغري البلو دياق السبئ من for example كده تيال البنغرا دينجية دياق السبئ المرينيا دينجية بلو البلاو اذي جيذ الأدر بلاو اللوسيقا نيس والترال eradicate قرتل دينجي بغض تواب المؤسسة partnership المرابلة الأمريكية المرابلة تايوان ما يقال بقل بلو لوسيقا نيس والميترال helper جيد weathering education نطورق الرول من in all aspects رأيقال SDGs will require partnerships مسيجي دابلو the decide ريني أبلو الأذل مجيد at the end الواسي سيل 17th قوتل important because all the 16 SDGs alone are successful. In order to meet our eradication of poverty, you need partnership. In order to waital tokora oceans, we know was macro exploitation resources oceans, but how to protect, conserve, and then have a healthier ocean for the planet. Hindi akal sabiel di one below kot makli. Ngire la marine partnerships, mang marine la, ikadang international rule of law, and most of it regulate the dorura industry. So yes, a partnerships is really the most important of all the goals. Is how you get there, we get there together.
Sula ambassadora limitada claudang ermam regal isul. Mosaudara UN legum telora bekel blura blulat endi ngraigel gora mal el gukti gol sergidar adra belau el base at kaigid el 17 el Sustainable Development Goals UN gameu esen ambassador el lobangel tal presidente del government el ange ngraigel gora uriol girel lo mesa gigit el te alla lo gius el 17 del development goals ra UN lo giu a partnership
msulang isa do elay nsi adalo mesra agel 17 el SDGs es el do mesa agel rogul 17 SDGs agas adal madingan la blur bella wa fall in agel rogul 17 SDGs Nding because kada mal gagal obis lenga kadi imong yang ari nya one el staff al first secretary nga al IT racing ewo madi one el executive secretary nga because agi di wal tul diplomat se one el local hire en ngira kal madinga lo siya kuma sa 17 ngira kal operate within regal ngira kal prioritize ngira kal prioritize le UN ahmal klo masel prioritize of course prioritize lul tuy resel ngia priority ra administration ang kusurbingi which is administration rel ang mga sao presidente mga sao focus sa dingira foreign policy niya basically sel high end tourism so tourism say pristine paradise Palau say wal overarching al brand so tourism and then of course oceans oceans matukar environment SDG 14 climate change tukara SDG 13 climate change of course ing tablong nga mitigation aspect ni which is tukara energy renewable energy matukara adaptation melay kita wal till overarching hindi isal umama sa ikal 17 SDGs climate change all cross-cutting issue cross-cutting ablo wasi climate change as ML mura SDG 1 food and poverty hindi kal affect ra atukura akal obora igero kul SDG climate change wal overarching ringi mang actual di mission nga kamal gigare maktal di focus ra ayaling el sabi kal mal opportunity ga tourism oceans climate and of course climate adere kul di mukla energy which is SDG 7 and then of course silwa last year in the year of good health why yagi del three wal overarching priorities nga UN ay yagi del year of good health sel 2 yakmading na sesegi del year enggira kal ed honor sel year of good health ay make sure wasi aware wasi what is going on in UN whether WHO maygal SPC ra region ngarang ay niya tultuiringin sa betal makatmok ilmi ol nga siya year of good health which sira nga press conference ak milsa wasi akmal mle focus ter nga kayalon tila President through the Ministry of Health ligirel sel year of good health mas that's how I prioritize ra mission mendak ba pok overwhelmed mas tafar nga kamal abul mal mo dakabal overwhelmed ling silukul ko rin niya sa doy ay UN ang ada blogger nga siya kakira New York wangrablo New York kasi ko din ngadi mo le alsela UN le UN like I mentioned 17 SDG goals agukti goals gidel to strive for agukti up until 2030 siya wal dulo sing agenda 2030 and detail UN tenamo 74th General Assembly 74 years sel nga rin yung UN ng maldiwat sel dudulwa sing klol amt UN awal klol blul adal amt if I could say it that way alwa say nding klol amt already nga rin yung established rules
Tilay sel lolgon nga bibiliak kundi mo one world government.
Basically, I mean the UN it's 193 countries and then in one United Nations system there has to be rules. Mang basically operate regal 6 committee. So UN while ngaring itel UN system ngaring 193 blue ngaring General Assembly. And then ngaring 6 committee. El ko rin earlier wasi ka committee ra peace and security ulma security council lakot sila sa CNN and Dimral al dadu ra security council lesel ko tel moktek ra UN wasi hindi ka labor nga makamat ra since ra World War II siya ulmam lo rin UN wasi ablul ada agree da ka labor nga makamat masya while sila ko tel msisi la committee ra security council and then niya rest agagi dal economic social human rights ay ko yang ra ang ara gigil blab ela committee ay gal belu among negotiate kada tito gagil security remurt el moragingal trial ruler tial system el mo benefit ra adra el trickle down el morar adra belu
kaman sula ambassador ela kulway sek mo tiagid el high-end tourism atara agol tiagid el administration el swadal achieving el turnera tale tourism el mesois berevelal sada high end. El angragel gulu ay sagel urior en milgat mokker sera year of good health. Mang batogagel ngesol gaul sis logiu tagid ngralem ra United Nations. El atagid el high end tourism. Ngragel ku kora partnership ga omes mal uben kora ngesol omomes en sebeden mal build atagid el high end tourism development al shabalwa.
Msulang sa do elang hindi it's hang elang ngungi lang moring itel high end tourism la argid, which is good le elang sel ngara UN ing sabeg lobang al mga tadu ay galbelu nya tel high end tourism bill sel domesra since abela main bulk of revenue comes from tourism industry in niche gida rebela hotel environment, you know, and President Tablo Malokol was say environment is our economy is our environment. So really a backbone until high-end tourism is kada makarang ermule gida initiative sa environmental attractor adal male builder sa gida high-end. So high-end definition high-end raguk gida sa gida rebrand ringil was a pristine paradise Palau. So the pristine paradise Palau ay gida الميل أجد التيان من دور على PBR الألسيس مال هابيل واسي تدير رجل ملامو وبروموت رجع جد الوا conquer رجع جد الوا extreme sport events لو لابل ميك تدير رجل رينش الواسي غنيا قد لا triathlon international triathlon لو لابل مي تدير رجل of course as you know we're a diving industry ما تدير رجل الدير ملومريق البلاد ميجا history الملابانا sunscreen, you know, ميجا linked, it's linked to the environment and how, and that's really say جيد الغرا niche جيد on that high end industry. Of course, we're still developing how we define high end, what we're doing now, right? جيد البقى initiatives ما projects are really at the end of the day جيد سواد البول towards سيجيد high end tourism concept. مسيجيد سلقنا UN يقبلوا you know at the UN you can meet everybody. You don't just meet political leaders, you meet hoteliers, you meet everyone there, investors out there, whether in sports, like a big sports mogul, malubing eco sports, group na develop para ecotourism, mga do artil, ask artil was if you could do like site visits al Merbelao, Masablumam, see how we can partner, be really build artil, you know, high end, policy like mama. Amla pasad ngi amla have ownership on our brand. So malklote allen and I'm really really a good year to be declaring it as a year of innovative learning ma excellence. Au kudungra tourism is really a year where we need to think outside of the box on how we develop the tourism industry. Ling di kal nga sa doy nga ka travel all around the world. And then Selkparawa Maldives, Seychelles, they're rebranding themselves almost every moment. Almost every moment to cater mura industry to tourism. Akmesa sel kora benchmark wa say yes kida lebelam wa andi ko kungi rigi set aside rigi from wa Maldives marwa Seychelles. Tell environment rigi and how pristine it is. Mung say gid the world pristine. Set tergidel apart from any country in the world. I mean, nakmlamay sa balura Taiheo, namura balura Caribbeans. Caribbeans sel do mesa igalwa advertisements ako do mesa wa cruise ships marokoy. Sel pora Caribbean, sel kotol kmer derinya, akti kmer derinya say akmer ngat other velao because sel tokol pristine. Mang segit sel ngara UN akmaltral di emphasize el mura investors, mara potential governments and was say helper kamammer build the tourism industry kamamel really mo achieve segit high end or high value kamamel because we value our pristine paradise and we think you should partner with us for that.
Ela ambassadore Ekokoram le mention nak mengari tiagi dalu girela high-end tourism. Ngarai gel bebi rala malu ben palasir belaul. El ga omes en la put in place el sebe emeluspe elwa omol travel achieve tial el high-end tourism la el sela blur belau. El moguk ngod regal bebi rablur la.
Elang wa direk during the administration direk man pasra robust climate change policy mga climate change policy el dolin tanges wel trial implement tayo rogul niya ang climate policy madirek el tel tukura apan matukura environment ayagi del policy already malungil in place ma marine sanctuary malungil in place already na mo sabi del elang gdana mo sige del implementation phase ayagi del legislation el blada pasra marine sanctuary mateligara green fee ma tel pristine paradise environment fee ayagi del namo in place ang malungil ang sabi lola be mal encourage ra more partners el mirbe lawal may investor git adire el tel ligara tel lara energy tel blesaying nga presidente Sera Sora el really pretty much el naringis el Palau National Energy Act and then niya lilut el revisor ngi erulil mal since last year sira dangara artiang ra August el ngiltitia rogwil partners rigi del May migida ada belam notmak lobengela aklol amt ma congress em notmak wase oing marang maral gida del revisor tial energy act der rulil mo sabe del create enabling environment del regal blue may invest rebela may partner lobengget ling diregal lulimo korsay ang segi del sirada para Paris 2015 bled the blood saying el mo signatory a Paris agreement der dilo say sel dungur tial el impact ra climate change even though gigerel blue kama madiri mal fossil fuel dependent hindi kama masoma mal diri kal portable at esmo man murattab le wasi altang ndakal sa amal mo 100% legi bum 100% ng mal mo destruct kana mirgamam but as a small nation Yimla Rural Bengila US NREL National Renewable Energy Lab, which is the biggest renewable energy lab in the world, Malmutra European Union, New Zealand, Maigal Baby partners sa SPC Irina, Emlamot Magi wasi tanami assess wasi selgi assess energy sector rakmiu eng SL energy partner niya sa iwil ngul mo 45%, mo 45% and sabi iwil transition towards sell the dulwasing low hanging fruit which is mo go into alternative transition mo 45% ang sabiul dire al help kami wal diakam sal dependent tel fossil fuel help harness ra tel lingia asset el mobang which is the sun if you go 45% and then ang sabiul achiever sel niya agolar kami rakuk within the national msegi del 45% el goal target el bleda adapter ni after Paris of course Mirbelara last year and then nakadulom tigal wasi hindi akal si edel mo 45% al zoom hindi akal kutmok laluoth misegi dak man mirang asudela adra senate ma congress man not magemer kong release segi del BS la mesela saying nga presidente April yang man lungil yang no sabi el lungil el masanga confidence ra partners receive ilmay mesel kural lang akmeral proud sa kural kasi wala kama like la reformer energy sector kama mel ang agi idi osika partners and we want partners that can help us get there in the time within or say give el time ligim di lul wasay by 2025 agim 45% mga sige dala mal el klo el nga siya nga sektor ng tanges wala most el balu makumbali ablol sira before la in place even ma hindi adil to energy but even matokura like marine sanctuary most el governments corporations all sorry was nga niya we want confidence in investing in your country. So igigid la mal help builders igid confidence mang sabi attract investors in Palau.
Kami gluten mo trial understand the telmolgoni ambassador. Ay gala kami mention tel ula energy. Ay gar mo ka marula al gorawal. El protector gida mal me el tua combalira ngo del blue en me gida secure del magero il swada bolorule da rula gelatit. Hindi ko makara kula se gida la au ulamang mo soriar adal me. El me investau do ngi. Waisel ula energy. Le rungo se gida agora obstacle le tel mondaira. Energy agreement to mangela PUC al dum tigal mga ngi ngau ka ndak sal understand ngi.
Okay, I'll use an example. Waisal kulukorin nila press conference na loan. When you do go apply a loan, yung girem ka mo sa yung contract, right? Elang, this is your concept. Girel nga niya confidential investors o misringil say, okay, if we enter into a partnership, tel balung one, nga rin niya luul nga rin niya friendly may. For example, if you, for hindi wa tel high-end tourism bill, you know, wasi LLOME, LLOME, gibam high-end, ay gidi so mamalay niya sabi self-contained, nga rin niya sewer, nga rin niya power, nga rin niya SL gutmok laro kuy, hindi ka matamal environment ma'am. Maldo si your concept. Sa legal energy, maldo si siyo. Sa regulation, malmil gutmok wasi.
Tilaw regulation na bela?
Oo, minsan sa Energy Act. Awal, basang akli si PUC, PEA, mo enter into agreement sa lobang gila potential investors, malubing corporations, malubing balu, ano nga sa nga sa origid. And then, mas sel confidential was el luud, sabi ilmay, da follow al luud, gida mo rin nga sa wad, tira may, sabi il confidential was igal invest, sabi il diya risk ringi. So, basically, dimle creator sel niya enabling framework, linya sabi was igal maklol kumbali, maklol blul was oy malungil. For example, igal stand alone, igal grants. Grants ako kung el system. Grants grants the one off. So not necessarily nga rin niya legal framework, kundi sa grant sa malak grant. Like for example, before alboringi gagidel tel framework the lutul meratable the improve ringi. Before that thing sa edel malangi like EU as elmea okay so me will go energy efficient again maski 200,000 you're going to be to your energy efficiency goals. The 200,000 for our energy efficiency goals before then, di basically to change a light bulb. Mo dira 200,000. Hindi nga sustainability tilang. I think at the end of the day, in malungi legal luud al blada stat al mara al time, segi del tukol sustainability. Mang ay luud lang adoru al malungi ang al lamo sabi invite the open investors, partners towards sustainability. Segi del aspect. Mang tegi del la energy. Basically, masang segi del confidence is a partner ng long term. Rather than one off. Lagok til one off, and sa adal really tiyang hindi ka ludaw, ang mamreak, el matamal, hindi aksel maintenance ni, hindi aksel sustainability aspect ni. So I hope clear sa igit yan.
Dan ko namo bala takle. Hindi ang kuram ni practice sergit ra telbelo rang ramong el bel oil ko ra awal be tergit am lalon ra ADB ma IMF habel oil ko ra misois bel offer alone. E ko ra awal be tergit am lalon le ngungila ise de le kata le ngil people set. En ram ko ko ra am lamo roy de murat tagi de partnership. Nara ko ra kukul de swemni es our ambassador.
kabay mlami, I mentioned na ADB IMF, so you brought a really good point, and I'm glad ng sabi akal smoothie lang. Ako tel, Vela was, we're a small island nation, and of course we're vulnerable. Hindi, kita ko talangat-tangat. Well, ngal-tangat in so many ways, and culture rigi, ma hospitality rigi, ma respect rigi, mura, ada mang matel dalong let kita ma blur rigel, rakampak, ma igal blood rule development so far within last 23 years independence rigi. Hindi ko lang tigirin niya sa dol kasi drawback being small and being successful in a way. Sila po da graduate middle income na mo high end. To say high end income. Kada na graduate middle income mo high income. Well, ang sila da graduate middle income mo high income, which is a face UN. So it's an interesting issue lang. When balulad especially a World Bank, mo categorize rigid high end, kada di mo eligible la loan. Mo di kada mo mering rigid malak grant. Ito wasi kami high income.
Wala po lungil bisu.
Why say? Lagi da mal consider the high income. Melam bay sel consider high income, yung gotel mering rigid amo aling tanga sa tamal madingay. Ka high income kada kam abula. Ako lugok personally, ako mataktal loan, ako mataktal blals. Makaplo ko asal ko mesering niya kasi kada makarangi rulit hindi ka blals. Of course, you have to loan. We always have to be in debt, and we have to, and that's how governments work. There always has to be a balance between debt ma income. Hindi sa igid block pati kering earlier since ravo the high income. Selsi ko makmo oling itangya so akmal mo mangyalo almo like almo o justify was we're still vulnerable. I mean, hindi ka mamesra GDP ra ma'am. Kung mesra external shocks sa cell hit ra balo ma'am. Cell hit ra external shocks wa bofa mahayan. Hindi literally economy ra ma'am di downturn. Kamama still vulnerable in that context. Hindi akal sabi iwal was hindi kami lang di malalon. Lang mama akal sabi di harara loan. Sige dal wasi aigal en la the rule by magarang rule mga enter into partnerships in a range of rule del mo sustainable and independent sense na independency tel meaning na independent really attached del mo sustainability. So how do we kada magarang structure aigal loot towards sustainability, whether yung tukara health, yung tukara energy, yung tukara oceans, but yet they'll keep persegid yung pristine paradise Palau brand rigid, merong adapt mura globalization. Hindi adapt mga globalization, not so much let alone ang telon al panavia future after 2025. I mean then we have to think alwasay kaluder ang geared towards whatever economy will be at 2025. For a young nation kita man na progress. In the last 23 years ay kaluder ang la surpass ra, for example Fiji ligay independent. Marawa Solomon Islands ligay independent. Amlara andera United Kingdom Queen, well they're still attached to mura Queen na England. Hindi kita ligay belu amal kita proud legal loud in the last 23 years amla ruli del mo o ngara global map alwasi ablur belawa when it comes to the legislation sa environment ma conducive amaral really mla reform ngil morsel niya sabiel partnerships al metmuel take us towards sa gidel sustainability do sigri.
Sebemel telgibil explain til alt togoil mo experience sustainability til mungra malbelgul sel mul mora wa togoira climate change malubegol kami to spera renewables sel omdu sustainability girela renewable energy ngarapelgul.
Sustainability can be defined in all aspects. But of course, although question pinamaling sa the renewables, renewable energy mga tukol renewable. So it's always implies it tukol sustainable. Yeah, of course, sustainability, renewable energy, renewable in terms of that term, will go hand in hand. We have the sun. The sun is a renewable source of energy. It's how you harness the renewable energy and package it to ensure more sustainable.
Ilagak la si oil adakal sabedak mong.
Oil adakal renewable. It's a fossil fuel. Oil lang al sila utama. Ang carbon budget trabulat. Kung di mong bringi mong mamla mo gikaray. Sila siya one issue under a climate change lagim negotiate ringi. Legal maklol blue amlam mo demand dalwasi. Awa balura Russia, mabalura Norway, mabalura Saudi Arabia. Ay dir ko kloa oil ringi. And because tial carbon budget bladder reduce ringi. So there's a carbon budget tial oil nga sila utma. It's a carbon. It's a carbon source nga sila utma. Gida dio mong beringi mong lamo gagari. Mong eventually mo diak. Mong man na mo gagari ilang. Gidal mo gagari blue mabibira developing al blue rabulat. Under climate change negotiations. Blaul mong kadablool may blue kadablool wasi 1.5. Ada lawa wonder sing blula 1.5 to stay alive. Lesel 1.5 degree at tial tial yol trablulat. El mom kayalda. Sel mo mambranggal oil lot tabdiyat of course machinery required. Diesel on burner tial oil. Ang maknital atal murabulul at. And then one tel el carbon lang sila utma blam mom bringi lot tabdi. Imlat lang mo o lo dos pairingi. And then the burn ringi. Sila on burn ringi burn ringi internal mo carbon dioxide at mortal atmosphere mo makayal. Mangwal sa dula sa greenhouse effect. May gaygal oil the burning mo why sila tour sa gidal gidal greenhouse dola ba dolomra al silang makayalda sa gidya while ablul at albang ringi lang ma climate change negotiations ay not magawa sa India kung gidya dal gidal ko bla bla ada wa say India kan sabi di continue the burn of fossil fuels burn of fossil fuels ang malmo clol carbon na emitteringi edya ka arole le dol top der tel maknital yolta matel maknital yolta while dil ngara sil why say tel matedi mrahel melasel why say one north pole ay el ice ra arctic sel melta en meltam kayal da ngul meryo ya yal maglokol tingarba mo oryo e ngut pe il merbab Sa mo rin sea level rise, mo rin correlation tial al-atom tial circulation tial daw. Ang sige dalwa say abulul ada man mo enya abulul ada develop. Man mo carbon intensive. Hindi tial sana mal free wind ngani bebira abulul ang mal viable wind tir metatral wasi ayegi del alternative sources of energy abayungil do spera bay dido lemon mil di burner tial ospera alu el burner tial fossil fuel masegi de esado ya wal rol amso del wasi ayagi do rokul doru weather kada migray maklol blue marule stay within segi del 1.5 ma 2 degree lesel obora 2 degree morbab ikaw manum kayal the white tail greenhouse ada mal abul segi morinya wadengi ayagi del el niño events la niña events ida ka alter terogil system kayal dada o morinya coral bleaching say gid may gang maldi ulmak earlier, if you notice earlier saktul wasi ay gal goal 17 goals sa climate change overarching. Lakam imagine hindi wana tagi da alu do sa daring oil nga alsel edi emitter say ang affect ay gal 16 goals. Leng malmo o dry blue mo dia ka adalom akmla Norway earlier last year emong winter tiram la change manggire المغلقولت اللي بلوري رايقال بلاي Norway adhiaka irakan ringi it's always cold, it's supposed to be cold. All of a sudden ingire المغلقولت edykyun magayal mang sirak pang ito ay siya kasi last month mlo 35 degrees Celsius demlo like tirakam lo umondara governmental wasi kama magim garat yang ramang waisay mangmaral affect like still how will we manage to take the dulo sing carbon budget tel oil tel budget tel oil wal nga sila utma ali the mambringi the burneringi yang maral it has a economical effect that ilangal really a government ilangal maral tral wasi kada mga rangim rural luud el mongil emo sustainable like luud in the long term ang other affected especially other blue
Sula ambassadore el alire a presidenta me declara sera elil plasemo innovative learning and excellence ngra omo mesenin sebemel mogut maklil gerel tagid el kuk year of innovative learning and excellence is our ambassadore magra obomol taute moldu el make sure things will happen lotirkli tagid el kuk kol gid mal ben thim gerel alir
man musulang sa doela mal interesting tel theme lalir le innovative learning and excellence sevel apply more all the goals mang akum kasi makasi it can apply to all the goals hindi akman nga wase mission nga gigre medengel wase agigil priority ra tourism climate change oceans adik focus dingi and then akmutel el tukura tourism. It was okay, when it comes to tourism, what is innovation? What is innovative tourism? Innovative tourism inte lang. So kmilang duara before akmay, one maridara sa United Nations Convention on Biodiversity. Amle ko lang it was nga rin ideal sa mama belawable partner lobanggela kamamal. We want to establish a partnership ra tukura environment matukura tourism makasing makaskertil wasi what was the initiative or proposal kita mo support ringi man sabi kal ku confer lo bangela president ma administration wasing tia sorry ringi tira wasi basically we want to say ngani conservation ngani environment and ngani tourism. So basically, what they're doing is al-adal gukmlam mo innovative and how they think kalwasi kada magarangi masada conservation but lingering mura tourism. So tel BS el-concept tel wichak bela amlo support ra Egypt ra tegi del convention na biodiversity sa October last year. Amlo osiga adrele wasi melakan mga yung utel initiative may partner lo banggalay kagi del private sector may organizations el magarangi definer segi the link and then find segi the niche Palau wasing pristine paradise Palau environment is our economy and then take it down further mga conservation tourism and then godomes lang bato karang lagedal nga a tourism industry to makalaer nga tourist nga igalwa apan ay igarapan kana magarangi erma a link mang sabi adal attract tourist may because kadam la link kay kaltablong for example tamli explain mo nga kalwasi ngari nga Balura Netherlands koragi garel community Netherlands village Netherlands tamli adapt tegi del concept asal adapt tel concept in tamlor ma agora like treks like tourist trek sites mang Digia obong di mo haiger Netherlands kamong mo haige o mesa the lom magel endemic matual endenetira matual partner lobengela ya like environment ma conservation expand the tourism industry till more say the niche matedere qalmi lo nga qala si okma maigal ablo bela malgi gare ngaringi tegi the niche dinging si adal motmagal ng batto kay gidal ecotourism companies ra bul adre langal manna mo sorry el campaign ra tourism el daqadil dive ma daqadil skydiving ang surfing na mo sorry wasi kada makarang ruli mun direct educational moral at direct promote conservation ma environmental protection misagi da kora di one example ra wasi when you be innovation ra tourism ma innovative learning ang kadamakarang continue to learn, modify, rebrand, really define at the dulwasing pristine paradise Palau brand agid. Elasel dungra climate change if you say okay a year of good health melasel ko kritun mara New York yak madel wasing ari agid other energy matel climate change policy agid maigal ligaran motel disaster risk management plan agid melasel po kasi okay if I think about innovative technology maybe nga sabikal mo approach ra waro menial nga niya apertiral selbul nga niya the siu malbul nga niya ay gagidreta kora extreme event ing gidero ka na maudeng wa ing statul di buzz ooy mang warner kaw mang ayagidagel innovative technology diregal nga early warning system masige sa lugum dasar ko climate change lugum dasar wa innovative technologies yakum dasar say why tagidel tokora energy diregal atokora energy innovation adimra like innovation ra energy like systems elangal to dingel wasyang ramong etel solar di beda bakata arur de la kadam den sa demra solar nding tel solar la kara battery ringi ende kalorior mel ang bagal bes innovative technology combine wasi ma battery ang ringi ngutel solar el mestor ringi masel club sen dirga sabi el marda I get like innovative technology innovation and then of course as the learning every day we learn and really sel todo del mo aktira kan mal suwakal mo osiga te ala say what more can opportunities can I bring through a mission rigid el may el mirabela الجيدا سبقت الماي really harness سيجي ال faster learning legal بس التكنولوجي ندير قبل سبقت ال understand the mechanics ما technicalities solar but we have to learn ما أقول مقمل واسي سل درا غنا learning واسي جد القلمين سولا إنديال المسكيدة تيال اللي تقول غنا الغربلا الرذيل المون مسوب ديال التكنولوجي النية foreign technology رجيت السترايف المرسي كده الاكسلنس الواسي أرذل ربلا ربلا يقط الكونسيرف أرذل ربلا conservation minded so why not the faster empower ang أرذل المو engineers المو solar engineers من سي كده well these examples رواسي when I look at the climate change, innovative learning, I get the excellence. That's how I would see climate change. Ako kudungura oceans, one priority. Of course, I get marine sanctuary. Bilarigi tabla the passing roku at 2015. Landmark legislation or Blue Palau. Mang innovative learning, excellence. If you look at it from an ocean's perspective, oceans are quite a vast resource. Mang active focus sa lingia say, okay, the marine protected area, what does that mean? And what is innovation in a marine protected area? And what's the benefit of mirror other Palau? And more job creation, at the end of the day, does it the innovation, the learning, and the excellence? Does it lead to more job creation, like those per se? That's how I perceive ourselves definition or innovative learning, regal niya aspects. Of course, yung nga atora health, which is innovative learning, excellence per se, and then of course the rest of the SDGs.
Mamsula ambasador Kumisa también cosa, de que temede, toca sad lo que recabe. Ngani agora asam el mokmung el mo spiritual program que de lang, malo ngani agora dir que samel adresin ngel isul.
Ang ako masulang esado kung masulang el guk mas kakate el me mga duara RTL station na kawel gukura update ra adre belara rere kamadire kal gukura guk next year goals ra administration ma New York adi so alak mo nga saying maral this year is a good year. Is a good year tegi del innovative learning and excellence a theme rigid ling ala ay garo ko watukura environment matukura tourism matukura climate change amna mo rin niya enabling frameworks amna mo rin sel baseline mel ang that next step is really the innovation. You know, how do you kada makarang be innovative in the way we think lebelul other chance and hindi kita ukungir kita we a culture kita ma history ma respect kita ngarangi and then nding suwadar say kita pristine paradise Palau brand bol define kita as a country. And that will only require partnerships, and mal require innovation, mamasuba. I could not overemphasize sa adol say even meral nga New York, I learn every single day. So learning is so important, whether in tukuera ocean shell ang tukuera energy ra klugo, kung tukuera peace, ma security, ma human rights, ma health. The learning amal important to still develop because in order to develop you have to learn everything and then excellence some of us ang aring tirigal mla succeed and that excellence is that benchmark and then there's always room for improvement mang adi sige del last del lontiga was saying yes. I'll use this example. Pero adoger nga kal sirk nga New York. Alwasi, how many citizens avela nga New York? I say, not a lot. And I say, why? Makasi no, adre vela predominantly tangara Guam, Saibal, Hawaii, California, Seattle, Washington. Ay galing niya ablool tokar adre vela ringi. Matablo lagi na kasi kami hindi ka malubeng kami hindi ka dim travel around the world makasi no mal rarely, which is funny lang. Imagine siya travel para imura at even mabram digel every time of New York sa passport ng sa vela to say, is this an actual country? Makasi no, we kind of like to stay, you know, mungil gadamal mage. Other vela ukso kaning nga kadir ko siya social at. Masak nga New York man mo homesick. Landi nga kaltang makmo osiger sel. Hindi challenge oriented eswaeng eswakal explore. Hindi wana explore I find something new to learn. Visual ko niya was saying yes, it's good to stay in your comfort zone. Nding say if you try to think about innovative learning and excellence, you do have to step out of your comfort zone. And the world is big. Akmal encourage rangal rebelao say, you know, this year be innovative, learn as much as you can. And then akmal nga big apple and mingi na commute for those who want to come visit Manhattan. Elal niya visa free gid marwa Europe or marwa Russia. Take the opportunity, travel around the world. It only helps you grow further. That's sort of my last comment. And thank you so much. Al mutul miskakati al talk show.